Howdy, Sabers. It's me, Astronaut Boy, also known as Cotton Candy Hair, previously known as Ramen Noodles. Anyways, this year I'm bringing back Gold Bar Games. Let's check out a little clip from last year.
That was impressive, man. Come on. All right, Javel, you got any words to say?
I have no idea how this is gonna go.
Okay.
3, 2, 1, go.
Go. Oh my God.
Wasn't that neat? Now, if you want to be the first class to participate for Gold Block Games in
2020.
tell your Gold Block teacher right now to fill out the form I sent them. Now it's time for the Saber Roar.
Pause everything for the Saber Roar. I'm TJ.
And I'm Isaiah. This week we will show you highlights from Voices of FHS, introduce a project that students in Saber Construction have been working on, and share a special Black History Month segment.
The third annual Voices of FHS invited 7 student speakers to share their stories with the larger community.
The Voices of FHS gave students the opportunity to speak about what matters to them. Some of this year's topics included beauty and body image,
and I want it to be as white as Harvard.
culture,
Too often, I've been asked the question, where are you from?
and how much youth can make a difference.
You could host a voter registration drive at your school.
So back in November, we ran a couple of announcements and I was trying to recruit people to speak, and by the end of November, we had our speakers set. Then we started to work on writing speeches and revising them.
I think the best part when I heard about Voices of FHS was that you can talk about whatever you're passionate about. I talked about beauty and culture, and it's something which has always affected my life or people I know. And I realized that beauty standards are different around the world.
The event allowed the students' thoughts, ideas, and issues to be heard by the community, which brought them closer together.
This TED Talk style event gives you a chance to have your voice heard. Contact Ms. Tyndall with any questions for getting involved in next year's event.
Every year, the Construction 2 class works on a project for someone in the community. This year, their project is pretty big, and it comes with some big opportunities.
The construction classes are staple classes here at FHS. This year, Construction 2 has taken up a new project. They are building a house here in Franklin on 76th and Oakwood. The class started building from scratch in October, and since then, they've dug a foundation, framed the house, built the roof, and put in windows.
I'll do that. Through this construction program, I've learned many new ways of working with my hands and many new things I learned that I like.
The process will take us about 3 to 4 months, and we get to do every aspect of it, and the students get to see every single trade that comes through here and work side by side with the trades. And there's plenty of opportunities for students within the class to get an apprenticeship right within the class. We already have students that are leaving the class to go work during school.
I've been able to start an apprenticeship starting second semester. I'm working with Stevens Construction up at The Rock. It's just a great opportunity, and I'll be able to make money while still in school.
While the class has been working on their skills in construction, the project also reinforces their abilities to work as a team.
So when we were talking about the chemistry, we have this thing called noggin. It goes like this. So I think the most fascinating part about this is that we started with dirt and we get to build all the way up to finishing, and we get to say to ourselves, like, yeah, we were a part of that, and in 25 years if I come back, I can say I built this house to whatever person's living in it.
Yeah, 1, 2, 3, nugget.
They plan on finishing the house by the end of the school year, and it will be move-in ready. The house is currently up for sale if you want a piece of the students' hard work.
It's the first week of February, which marks the start of Black History Month. Throughout this month, we'll be highlighting historical events and African American icons that are sometimes forgotten in our curriculum.
It's Black History Month, y'all! President Gerald Ford officially recognized Black History Month in 1976, calling upon the public to
seize the opportunity to honor the too often neglected accomplishments of Black Americans in every area of endeavors throughout our history.
What accomplishments, you might ask?
Those are incredible accomplishments, but what we know now as Black History Month actually started 50 years earlier in 1926 because Harvard graduate Dr. Carter G. Woodson felt that Black history was being left out of our history books.
Woodson once said if a race has no history, it has no worthwhile tradition. It becomes a negligible factor in the thought of the world and it stands in danger of being exterminated.
Smart man. Wait, so why did they choose to have it in February?
Woodson chose February because of Frederick Douglass's birthday on February 14th and Abraham Lincoln's birthday on February 12th, 2 dates that were already being celebrated in African American communities. Not because it's the shortest month of the year. They first tried to fit all this Black excellence into 1 week.
So when did it go from Black History Week to Black History Month?
Not until the late 1960s, thanks in part to the Civil Rights Movement and a growing awareness of Black identity. Black History Week evolved into Black History Month on many college campuses.
And then President Gerald Ford officially recognized Black History Month in 1976.
Yeah, and ever since then, every American president has designated February as Black History Month and endorsed a specific theme. This year's theme for 2020 is the African Americans and the vote.
Oh, to honor the 100-year anniversary of the 19th Amendment, granting women's suffrage.
Yeah, and the 150-year anniversary of the 15th Amendment giving Black men the right to vote.
Wow, there sure is a lot of history behind Black History Month.
Oh yeah, baby, and the month's just getting started.
The Da Vinci Code author Dan Brown said that history is always written by the winners. When two cultures clash, the loser is obliterated and the winner writes the history books. Books which glorify their own cause and disparage the conquered foe. It's important to connect with all our American history, learn and empathize, and grow from it.
Our Multicultural Club will give you the chance to explore the history, culture, dance, and music of many of the 44 cultures and languages represented in FPS. They are hosting the first FHS Culture Fest on Thursday, March 5th from 5:30 to 7:30 in the main commons. There will be food displays, dance, music, games, and more.
We want you to get involved. We'll be holding meetings Monday after school to organize the event. You can help in a booth, run a game, perform, or more. Reach out to your family and friends for ideas. Go to tinyurl.com/FHS Culture Fest 2020 to sign up to help. We'll contact you with the details.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Twitter @theSaberRoar to stay up to date with all things Saber Roar.
Thanks for watching, Franklin. We'll see you next time. Have a great week.
Yay. Throw up the pause.